Okay, let's get a quick look at this map. I am parked over here, and I think I'm going to take this trail here, come across and around, and then loop and come into this cabin area, and then mayhap I'll backtrack out and come through this way and around. I haven't done any of the interior trails yet, and I think today would be a good day to do that. I'm not sure of the mileage on that, so we'll figure that out at the end of the trip. Alright, my walk is showing 0 distance, 0 duration. Let's start that workout. This is the red barn here at St. Pat's Park. As the sign says, cows and pigs ate here. You are standing in what was once a feedlot for St. Patrick's Farm. From 1883 to 1976, the farm was operated by the Congregation of the Sisters of the Holy Cross. Dairy cattle, pigs, and row crops were once raised on site and transported to St. Mary's College to feed students and the sisters at the congregation. Dairy cows were housed in the red barn. Hogs were housed in the white barn. How cool. I suggest you guys Google St. Patrick's Park and learn more about all of this. It's a very fascinating backstory. Fry visible 1928 gas pump, restored 2010. Before this area was a park, it was managed by the Sisters of the Holy Crosses, St. Patrick's Farm. Originally, teams of horses worked the land, but as grass-powered horses gave way to gas-powered tractors, the farm needed fuel for equipment. This Fry visible gas pump was installed on the farm around 1928. How did it work? Periodically, a truck delivered gasoline to the farm to fill an underground tank below the pump. When the farmer moved the handle on the side, it pumped gasoline from the tank below to the measuring cylinder at the top. Gravity drained fuel from the cylinder through the hose and nozzle and into the farm equipment. What's happening, everybody? Suburban Hiker checking in on day 14 of my 500-mile walk. It's another awesome day on the trails, but before I get started, let me remind you to please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notifications with regard to uploads. I have a lot of cool plans in the works for hikes and locations, and you want to be kept abreast of that information so you can hang out with me while we do this. Also, go ahead and click like and leave some comments too. Comments and questions are more than welcomed. As a matter of fact, I need them to help develop the content on this channel. Without that, I'm left all on my own. I need your help. I need to know what you guys want to see, what you don't want to see. Let me know. Leave some comments. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I can promise you won't hurt my feelings. Any questions, I'll try to answer as best I can. And that'll leave us with an open dialogue to help make this a very successful channel. Who doesn't want that? All that stuff I just said helps more than you can imagine. And I appreciate it more than I could ever express. I am headed through the woods here at St. Patrick's Park on sections of the trail that I have not been in yet on this series, the 500-mile walk. There are so many streams and creeks that come through here. Here's an awesome little set of steps. We'll trek down these. I'm trying not to bounce the camera. I don't want to get you guys motion sick. I don't want to make you motion sick. Whoa. Here's a cool little brook, or a stream, or a creek. Whatever you want to call it. How cool. How awesome would it be to have this for a backyard, huh? For the record, today is Sunday, April 7th. It's approximately 5 o'clock. It's been a pretty nice day. It's right around 67 degrees. And it's a little overcast now. It rained just a little bit before I left the house. But I figured I better get out here before it really starts raining and get these miles in. I'll probably only get 2 today. Like I've mentioned in every video so far, I'm spending a lot of time editing and uploading these videos. And that combined with my lacking time management skills is causing me to get out of the house later than I want to. But I'm here, and you're here, and we're getting it done. We'll see how it goes. A great day for a walk. In the summer, this looks really awesome when the foliage is full and green. It's almost like a tunnel through the woods. I know I keep saying that I'm going to get a longer hike in and get some more miles, make a day of it. And tomorrow is that day. I've already made the plans. I've already dug out the backpack, figured out my food, and I'm going to head back down south of my house about 30 miles to Potato Creek State Park again. I'm gonna get there fairly early in the morning, about 8 o'clock. That's not really early because I usually get up around 3:30, but it's early for park hours. And I intend to stay there a good majority of the day. I'm gonna get at least 10 miles in. I might even go for 15. Because I've planned it out that I can be there all day. I can take a break if I need to. In the middle of the day, I'll have food, I'll have water. So, in order to get those longer miles, I will be able to take short breaks if my knees act up or my feet get to hurting. I'm delicate, you know, I have to be careful. I'm delicate. There are a lot of trails at Potato Creek that I have not been on yet. A majority of my visits there have been to see just the major features. The dog beach. They have a regular beach and a dog beach. You can take your dogs, go swimming. We've been on the playground equipment, and I bet I've hiked maybe half, if even half of the trails there. And I'm looking forward to taking tomorrow and going on trails I've not been on, through areas of the park I've not seen. And there's a lot of it. There's over 3,000 acres to that park. Made a video a couple days back there that discusses some of the backstory to the park and gives a lot of the details. I suggest you Google it. Potato Creek State Park in Indiana. And you can get all kinds of information, find out for yourself. It would appear that we're coming out of the woods into a clearing. There's a osprey nest. Let me zoom in on that for you. My fantastic camera skills. Look at that. Don't get dizzy. Heck yeah. I mentioned in yesterday's video that I made here at St. Pat's. I was on the other side of the park. They have an eagle's nest over there, and they had 2 eaglets that hatched earlier this week. Again, You Google St. Patrick's Park and find out about that. They have an eagle cam on the site. I have not looked at it, but I've seen it. And you can see what's going on there. They have an observation deck that opens up, and it'll actually be open by the time you see this video. And you can observe the eagles from there. The nest is easily visible throughout that section of the park. The thing's monstrously big for a bird nest. And I do believe it's natural. I don't think the park put that together. The osprey nest, the park created for the osprey. But I think the eagle nest is its own making. I'm gonna spin this camera around. We're gonna go up to the cabin today. Here, let me see if I can get you guys to see this from down here. We're gonna make our way. Let me zoom in. Hold on to your underwear. There it is. That's Manion Cabin. You can rent that. We're gonna go up there today. Let me spin this back around. Are you with me still? We're gonna go up there today and have a look around. I'll get a little bit of footage. We'll make our way up there here in just a couple minutes. It's cool cabin. I've not been in it, but I've looked through it in the windows and such. I know a few people that have been there, rented it. I'm not sure what the costs are. All that you can be found on the website, St. Patrick's Park. The power of the internet at your fingertips. More than just boogers on your fingers. Whoop, whoop. That's right, I said it. Get your fingers out of your nose, people. Or not. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Pick your nose, pick your butt. Just don't pick my nose or my butt. Word. Here we are. Making a steady climb uphill to get on level with the cabin. I do believe I forgot to mention that this is mile number 43 in my 500-mile walk. Now I'm at 0.92 miles now. Getting closer. We are closing in to the end of mile 43. I'm at 0.99 right now. How cool is that? We're getting close to the mile and to the cabin. Matter of fact, I bet this will read 1 mile done.
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 28 minutes and 43 seconds. Split pace 28 minutes 41 seconds per mile.
Woohoo! 43 miles down in my 500-mile walk. What's that leave me with? 457 more miles. And here we are at Manion Cabin. How cool is that? Heck yeah. Did I say Manion Cabin? I meant Manion Cabin. Wait, private reservation. Yep, you can rent it. I would try to get some footage of what's inside, but all there is reflection on the windows. I don't think you can see in there. Hey, what's up, guys? But it's a cool cabin. It's the only one out here. There are no campsites out here. So if you rent this, you have seclusion and isolation. You can rent it for big functions, as you have a sheltered picnic table area. Looks like there's 6 picnic tables, a couple trash cans, there's a grill over there. And there is electricity and running water at this cabin. Here, let's go take a look at the back side. There's a little path where they have a dock down here. There are actually stairs on the other side, made of stone. There's 2 little stone benches down here. This is a really cool overlook. It's the back of the cabin. Looks like there's a cellar area and then the first floor, and than a loft apparently on the back of it. How cool is that? Stone bench directly across from a stone bench, and of course we have an overlook. That's probably about 40 foot above the ground out there. It's really pretty cool. Although today I can hear some road noise. The air quality is really allowing the sound to travel. Ordinarily you don't hear much road noise when you're in the park, especially on windy day or summer days when the foliage is all grown in and the trees are full. That sound doesn't travel. But today is a breezy day, and the air quality makes for a nice little path for the sound waves to travel. So I'm hearing it more than usual. Anyways, that's the cabin. How cool. Okay, upon further inspection, I mentioned that it had a lofted second story. Well, it would appear that the entire cabin has a second story, and it's not just on the back of the cabin. And of course, there's an awesome chimney, a fireplace, and there's propane heat in there. Although I don't believe you need that in the summer months. Anyhow, that's the cabin. Really pretty cool, huh? I'd like to have one of those someday. I'll make my own. Awesome cabin. I should go to, you know what? I think St. Patrick's Park should hire me to do sales for their cabins. That's quite the sales pitch I just gave for that cabin. I might have to charge them money for that. That's what I ought to do. Anyhow, we're going to get back on the trails and get this mileage in so I can get back home and do more editing on these videos. Well, at this point, I'm on a trail. I'm not sure where it goes exactly. It's starting to rain. I might turn around and head back to the cabin real quick and hide out under the porch while it rains, because I have no way to cover my camera from getting rained on except for to cover it with my shirt. I don't much mind if I get wet, that's fine. But it's probably not advisable to allow my camera to get wet, as it would trash it. It's not waterproof, and it is starting to raindrop. I don't know what I should do. I mean, if I backtrack the way I came, that would give me the other mile I need to reach 2 miles today. Maybe that's what I should do. I don't know. Whoa, there you are. Sorry. Seen a lot of squirrels today bouncing around out here. What's happening? Sitting on the porch swing here at Manion Cabin. I heard it, turned around and came back. Figure I'd stay under their porch for a minute and let this little cloud burst pass me by before I continue about my business. Ooh, look at that goatee bushing out. It's humid today. Between the humidity and the wind, it's tough to maintain that nice cone shape I like. Anyways, I'm gonna let that cloud burst pass by, like I said. Then I'll hop back on the trails and we'll see what happens from there. It's not super cloudy. There's just parts of the cloud cover that look like they would be rain clouds. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I'm just gonna chill here, swinging on a swing. All right. Well, that little rain burst seemed to pass by quick enough. Only about 10 minutes. It's not even really wet. Like I said, I didn't want to take any chances getting the camera wet. I considered bringing an umbrella, but I didn't think it would rain enough to be much concern. I knew that I could get the camera out of the elements if I had to. It turns out all I had to do was sit on a porch swing for a few minutes. You know, not only am I looking to make longer trips mileage wise, some more of the ideas I have, I'm going to start inviting friends along on some of these hikes. Get to talking to them, get their perspective of being out hiking the trails in the woods and all that cool stuff. Let them lead the charge. Maybe we can take some trails they are familiar with that I am not. There's a lot of hiking trails out there that I don't know about. So I'm hoping to start doing that. I also want to possibly hook up with friends that are specialists. I have friends that are familiar with birds. Oh, here comes some rain again. Looks like maybe I should have sat under that porch a little longer. I'm gonna shut this down for the time being. Well, there you go, and that's how that happens. I guess the cloud burst didn't pass. Not entirely. It stuck around long enough to rain on me while I made my way to cover here. Standing inside. It's an open air pavilion on the grounds. Not back to my car yet. I was holding the camera under my shirt to keep it from getting rained on, which seemed to work just fine. The camera's dry, I'm wet. That's how it worked out, and that's the way I knew it would or hoped it would, which is why I did it that way. Unfortunately, I passed that second mile on my way to this cover. So we're not going to be able to get that on camera. I missed those here a few times lately, where I'm not prepared to record as I reach those mile markers. But that's, you know, that's how it happens sometimes. I can't document everything. I'm just trying to document all the cool stuff. And while that is cool, documenting the miles, you know, I'm going to document 500 of them. So if you only see 498, 99 of them, well, that's cool. You get the idea, right? And while we did miss the actual turning of the mile marker, we can still celebrate it. That was mile number 44. Heck yeah! Of my 500 mile walk. Leaves me with 456 more miles to go. Yay! At this point, it looks like the rain has passed. So we're going to try this again. We'll start going down the trail. There's not a whole lot of trail left. It is drizzling just a little bit. But we'll get back to the car in short order. It's not that far. I can see the red barn from where I'm at. Hear water flowing. A little waterfall. That's cool. You know what? Let's see if we can't get this on camera. They have a lot of ponds, a lot of streams on this park. And to the best of my knowledge, you can fish all the ponds. I know I have brought Caden here to fish. See, here's what we have. Let me spin this around. I have a pond here. Whoa, can you see it? There it is. This pond here is about 10 foot higher than this pond here, which this isn't really a pond. It looks like it's just feeding another stream. Now I'm walking on some earth between those two small bodies of water, and the one feeds the other, which is pretty cool. The birds are singing now. Oh, a couple geese. They're swimming around here. Let me flip this around. Oop, there we go. You see them out there? You zoom in. How cool. Alright, let's get back to my vehicle. All this cloud cover is supposed to pass overnight, so I'm not too concerned that it will affect my plans for tomorrow. It could. Worst case scenario is that I get a later start than I intended. I'm gonna cut right through these little evergreens. Shortcut. Here's a cool little gazebo. I'll spin around so you can see that. I've seen people get married in there. Anyhow, I'm getting closer to my car. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to get notifications. Just ding that little bell. Leave some questions, some comments, any ideas you might have, things you want me to do, not do, say, not say. Let's just exchange some data. But more than all of that, thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling with me as I tackle these miles. I'm having the time of my life doing this. This is a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. And I am truly appreciative of all the support from you guys. Even those of you that I don't know personally, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And it all helps to build a successful channel, because I'd like to be able to do this for a long time, and that'd be great. Anyhow, I am the Suburban Hiker. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you tomorrow.